So, since the start of ShakeDown, viewer Turbo86 has gone from not exactly applauding my work to now making requests on which racing he'd like me to cover, like World Superbikes. Oh my God, Turbo86, we are on the same freaking page. Bike racing it is, and I love it, because it's raw, intense, real racing, especially compared to the other viewing options I had this past weekend. Indy cars at Milwaukee? Let me guess, Penske or Ganassi wins, they interviewed Danica. NASCAR at Dover? Dale Jr. proves he's the Tony Romo of racing. Translation? He's the career killer for those around him. Non-Americans, non-NFL fans, look up Romo. Trust me on this. NHRA drag racing at Topeka? John Force won't shut up, and now neither will his daughter. Boring, all boring, but not the bikes. Let's start with the WSBK on their U.S. stop at Miller Motorsport Park. 45,000 fans, and that's a lot, saw American rookie Ben Spieth dominate. What I saw was a technique called backing the bike in, basically sidestepping the rear tire to rotate the bike on corner entry. These racers dance the equipment, and Spieth, what's he up to? 7 wins, 7 poles in his first 14 races in Superbike? Awesome. And then there was MotoGP in Italy, where Valentino Rossi was going for 8 straight years of winning at Mugello. It didn't happen. But when Casey Stoner pushed his Italian Ducati to the front, the Tifosi still had reason to cheer, despite Rossi's failure. The Fiat Yama team chose hard compounds front and rear on a drying track for Rossi, so no tire heat came in fast enough to get Rossi up to Casey or to Lorenzo, who went out on medium fronts and hard compound rear. But it was the 250cc race, specifically the last lap of the 250 race, that sealed the deal for me and bike racing as my new motorsport fave. Hey, you could tell me the Pope's an ex-Nazi, it wouldn't matter, because I'd still say there's a God to have created action like this. It was awesome. So let me tell you why I think bike racing is so much cooler than car racing. First, it's athletic. You can see the riders really working. The body English weight shifting, the parachute braking sit-ups, knees on the tarmac, dangling legs in the braking zone, versus what? Ooh, Tony Kanaan looks tired. His helmet's leaning a little to the left more than usual. Please. Next, brake zones and corners in bike racing are electric. You can see the bikes on the edge. Their action is not the crash or the spin, but the actual art of racing. Then there's the reality of mechanical grip. It encourages competition versus aero-assisted handling that negates close running and masks talent. Plus, the bikes are not all one spec. They're technically differently interesting. And finally, the pilots themselves. Personalities plus. Let's compare, for example, the 2 Marcos, Andretti and Simoncelli. YouTube these guys and compare interview styles. Guess which one had my wife laughing and loving it, and which guy had me groaning, even before he crashed. Again. Bottom line is this. Yeah, I love F1 and Le Mans, but the car racing rule makers better get to a bike race pronto and figure out how to bring bike-style action back to 4-wheel racing. My suggestion? Adjustable wings that take downforce off the cars into the brake zone and corners. Then let's watch the driving talent go to work. Or maybe we just have Dale Jr. change crew chiefs every week. Make it like an American Idol competition. Then Speed TV can spend hours talking up that as how exciting it is.